Yeah, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Mokakadash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Yeah. And we will read from verse, in chapter 9, the book of Daniel, chapter 9, verse 21. Yeah, whilst I was speaking in prayer, even the man Gabriel, whom I had seen in the vision at the beginning, being caused to fly swiftly, touched me about the time of the evening oblation. And he informed me and talked with me, and said, O Daniel, I am now come forth to give thee skill and understanding. At the beginning of thy supplications the commandments came forth, and I am come to shew thee, for thou art greatly beloved. Therefore understand the matter and consider the vision. 70 weeks are determined upon thy people and upon thy holy city, to finish the transgression, and to make an end of sins, and to make reconciliation for iniquity, and to bring in everlasting righteousness, and to seal up. Yeah, that was what we was reading, or starting basically, but I wanted to read from verse 21. And to bring in everlasting righteousness, and to seal up the vision and prophecy, and to anoint the most holy. Know therefore and understand that from the going forth of the commandment to restore and to build Jerusalem unto the Messiah, the Prince, shall be 7 weeks, and 62 weeks, and the street shall be built again, and the wall even in troublous times. And after 62 weeks shall Messiah be cut off, God not for himself, and the people of the prince that shall come shall destroy the city and the sanctuary, and the end therefore shall be with a flood, and unto the end of the war desolations are determined. And he shall confirm the covenant with many for 1 week, and in the midst of the week he shall cause the sacrifice and the oblation to cease, and for the overspreading of abominations he shall make it desolate, even until the consummation, and that determined shall be poured upon the desolate. And this is chapter 10 in the book of Daniel. In the 3rd year of Cyrus, the king of Persia, a thing was revealed unto Daniel, whose name was called Belteshazzar, and the thing was true, but the time appointed was long, and he understood the thing, and had understanding of the vision. In those days I, Daniel, was mourning 3 full weeks. I ate no pleasant bread, neither came flesh nor wine in my mouth, neither did I not myself at all, till 3 whole weeks were fulfilled. And in the 24th day of the 1st month, as I was by the side of the great river, which is Hiddekel, then I lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a certain man clothed in linen, whose loins were girded with fine gold, Salakia, of Uphaz. His body also was like beryl, and his face as the appearance of lightning, and his eyes as lamps of fire, and his arms and his feet like in color 2 polished brass, and the voice of his words like the voice of a multitude. Yeah, if you don't know, lightning is, it has such a high amount of energy, and speed. Okay, it's, I believe the dirt, it has one dirt speed of light at least or something. Okay, really fast, and also it is really hot. Okay, it's really hot, has a lot of energy, electric energy. Yeah. So if we read about Yahweh or angelic beings, okay, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, of course, you know, angelic beings, like I said, you know, they have a lot of energy. You know, these UAPs, they have a lot of energy, okay? Especially if you look at the acceleration and the speed of those UAPs, you see that they have to have a lot of energy to do these, you know, maneuvers, you know, these different moves, okay? Basically, they move like lightning, okay? And his eyes as lamps of fire, and his arms and his feet like in color to polished brass, and the voice of his words like the voice of a multitude. And I, Daniel, alone saw the vision, for the men that were with me saw not the vision, but a great quaking fell upon them, so that they fled to hide themselves. Therefore I was left alone and saw this great vision, and there remained no strength in me, for my comeliness was turned in me into corruption, and I retained no strength. Yet heard I the voice of his words, and I heard the voice of his words. Then I was in a deep sleep on my face, and my face toward the ground. And behold, an hand touched me, which set me upon my knees, upon the palms of my hands. And he said unto me, O Daniel, a man greatly beloved, understand the words that I speak unto thee, and stand upright, for unto thee am I now sent. And when he spake, and when he had spoken, and when he had spoken, this word unto me, I stood trembling. Then said he unto me, Fear not, Daniel, for from the first day that thou didst set thine heart to understand and to chasten thyself before thy God, thy words were heard, and I am come for thy words. But the prince of the kingdom of Persia withstood me on 20 days. But lo, Michael, one of the chief princes, came to help me, and I remained there with the kings of Persia. Now I am come to make thee understand what shall befall thy people in the latter days, for yet the vision is for many days. Yeah, if you read this, you hopefully understand that this is actually talking about these days which we're in right now. Okay. Verse 15, and when he had spoken such words unto me, I set my face toward the ground, and I became dumb. And behold, one like the similitude of the sons of man touched my lips. Then I opened my mouth and spake, and said unto him that stood before me, O my Lord, by the vision my sorrows are turned upon me, and I have retained no strength. Yeah, like he said, for how can the servant of this my Lord talk with this my Lord? For as for me, straightway there remained no strength in me, neither is there breath left in me. Yeah, I know that for myself. Sometimes you pray because you're feeling so bad, and you really believe that there is no strength left in you at all, basically. But what you really do is you pray for strength in these days. Okay, most likely you know some of these days. And you wasn't praying. And I tell you now, the best days when you was going through that is when you was praying the same day for what exactly? For more strength. Verse 18, then there came again and touched me one like the appearance of a man, and he strengthened me, and said, O man greatly beloved, fear not, peace be unto thee. Be strong, yeah, be strong. And when he had spoken unto me, I was strengthened, and said, Let my Lord speak, for thou hast strengthened me. Then said he, Knowest thou wherefore I come unto thee? And now will I return to fight with the prince of Persia. And when I am gone forth, yeah, in my life, for example, there were also some people that I would consider Persians. Okay, you know, let me say it like that. Sometimes you really believe these people. Okay, they want to provoke you for any kind of reason. Okay, there are different reasons, but the main reason is, okay, that you are not like the masses of people. Okay, doesn't matter really. Okay, doesn't matter really. Okay, but these Persians, if you you know, if you look at them, okay, you know, they have their culture, right? So even if they're here in Germany, they oftentimes, okay, have their culture basically with them. They bring their culture with them, right? But again, doesn't matter so much, okay? You wanna avoid fighting people, okay, as long as it is on you. Okay, of course, if somebody tries to fight you, you know, you want to defend yourself, okay, which is called wait. Yeah, self-defense basically, okay? Yeah, it's basically self-defense. I don't have to translate that pretty much, okay? Yeah. Yeah, can't. You know. So what you want to do? You don't want to knife somebody. Okay. Let's be honest. You know, most people just want to fight with fists. Okay. They don't want you to knife them just because they fight you with fists. But sometimes a fist fight can turn out for somebody to be dead. Okay, especially if you have more people against one people. So what you need to do is, okay, you want to call the police as soon as possible. Okay, I would say, you know, I would give you an example before we continue reading. Okay, first what you want to do, you don't want to be involved in a fight. Okay? This is the first thing you want to do. Then second thing you want to do, you want to call the police to quit the situation as soon as possible. Okay? And the third thing would be self-defense. Okay? Especially if there's no police coming. Okay? And the fourth thing is, you know, whether dying than to knife somebody. Let's be honest. Okay, you prefer really not to kill somebody, right? In the end, or more people in the end, you know. And yeah, like I give you an example. Okay, so you have an example. If a big dog is attacking you, and you pull out your knife and you knife the dog, it could possibly, because the dog, you know, the dog really believes that he's about to die, right? So what he does is he gets more aggressive and he tries by every means, okay, which, trust me, you don't know every skills of these animals, okay? These animals have many things that we don't even know about in their body, in their you know, how they build it like that, right? So sometimes you believe, oh, I know everything about this animal, but really you don't. Okay, so trust me, you don't necessarily if you don't know how to knife an animal, a dog or something, then better don't do it. Okay? Just say like that, okay? So, you know, you have to find out tactics and all that, but really our weapon is not carnal, right? So who cares? Who cares what could possibly happen? Okay, we just need the Yahweh Hashem Yahushai to protect us, okay? Because possibly anybody, like you saw it in Germany these last years, possibly everybody at any day can come with can drive with his car or with her car, okay, into some human masses and these things, okay, who cares? Okay? Who cares? So really, we're not focused on what could happen and all that, because it might turn not even out, okay, even in a situation where you really believe this could be a really difficult situation, okay, even then it could turn out to the best. So what benefit is there to to make yourself more sorrows, especially mentally, than needed? Okay? Can't. Okay, so I'm not into how to knife a dog most effective so he's dead as soon as possible. Okay, I don't waste my time on that. Okay, I don't need to. Okay, but look at these clowns out there. Okay, they playing hard until you come with an animal like that. Okay, they play always hard until something bigger, somebody stronger, okay, or somebody with a gun or somebody with a knife shows up. Okay, then it's not so funny anymore to play the tough guy. Okay, so in the end, all these people out there, okay, bugging out against you, coming aggressive against you, okay, they just need to be humbled, okay, and sometimes or oftentimes it is not by you, it is by Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, okay. It's not our job to humble everybody here down, okay. We can do that in the kingdom, okay. Now the scripture says, give room for Yahweh Hashem Yahushai to fight for you, okay. So of course you don't want to play the stupid guy, okay, and you don't want to be overly friendly but not overly aggressive, and that's the only thing that matters, okay. And what is the key verse? Okay, roughly paraphrasing: be at peace with everybody as long as it is on you. So just as it goes for the police, you don't want to escalate the situation, okay. Agree with the adversary quickly lest thou get put into prison, and that is the same thing with these people out there. Okay, for any reasons, there's sometimes it's not even reasons that you know about that you could possibly have an influence in. Okay, that people you know, come against you and these things, and what is there really? What chance is there really to do something against it? Exactly nothing. So you just want to make, you know, just like the scripture says, work out your own salvation. You can say the same thing, you know, work out your own peace with people, but really to some extent it is not on you, okay. But make room for Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, okay, to fight those demons. First and foremost, it's just demons, okay, and then you are good. Okay, know the laws in the country that you live in. Another important thing, know the laws in the country that you live in, okay. These laws might be from Satan first hand, but still Satan has to, you know, if you will, he has to he has to know first and foremost his own laws, which he does, but he has to also, looking for the right word, because bow down to his own laws doesn't make so sense, maybe, I believe. He has to admit, okay, admit to his own laws, okay? He has to go by, work with his own laws, okay? Of course he don't does that, okay? There was by a brother, a WhatsApp that I saw, okay? You know, the people who were at the island of Epstein, okay? They were never arrested for, vaping those, on this island you had a lot of vapings, right? And the people who did these things, okay, these evil things, they were never arrested according to Satan, his own laws. Okay, so really Satan doesn't go by his own laws, but if you understand, we as the main target of Satan, we have to know the laws that go for us, so we can be, blameless, at least before Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and Satan, the laws that you live in, in the country that you live in. Okay? Khan. Okay, but of course we know all that, okay, that we land sooner or later, some of us, not all, in prison, and, who cares about these things, yeah, okay, who cares about these things, okay? Because in the end it's all corruption, but you don't want to take part in the corruption. I hope that answers your questions, okay? You don't want to take part in these corruptions, okay? You don't want to be that dude who says things to people, but he himself doesn't do it, okay? And that is Satan. You don't need to do that because you don't want to be a part of Satan, his table, okay? Whereas, yeah, like I said, here in Germany you can bring everybody in prison for having a pop-up in the background, a hentai, which is considered child pornography, in the pop-up in the background, every, if you will, German is guilty of that, most likely, not every, but you have to be difficult with numbers, okay, but, most people who were on porn sites and all that, okay, they, you can possibly, bring them at least 9 years into prison, okay, so don't watch hentai. If you want a tip and trick from me, okay, don't watch hentai and don't open that, like some people don't know these things, okay, but again you have to know the laws that in the country that you live in, okay. I know these things because one of my hobbies is to study the German and the laws in general, okay. You can do that on a university, okay, but you don't need to do it on a university because sometimes, you have different conflicts with, for example, I was ordering clothing for me, okay, and they was delivering me a piece of shit basically compared to the picture that I saw when I was buying it, right? So what you want to do, you maybe want to quote the BGB, okay, the Bürgergesetzbuch, okay, which you can't just sell something and, you deliver somebody something completely, something that is basically off, okay? You want to take the chances, and you don't want to be tricked too much, okay? And sometimes you need to give them the information, okay, about the laws that are, some people don't know the laws, like I said, and sometimes if you quote the law, then they see, okay, what they did wrong, and that is what you want to do sometimes, okay, because again the law is, the police has to even go by the law. They can't just do what they want, okay, and that's why you need a lawyer, even in some cases if you are guilty in a police involvement, okay, and you are, as a policeman, sometimes you are in before the judges when it comes to different things, and sometimes policemen are guilty, okay, but again, these are all powers that we have to respect, okay, and you know, and if as long as you're not a lawyer, okay, you have to be careful also how to use how you use the law, okay, or how you, yeah, you know, because it's not so easy, okay, not so easy, and you know, in these times it's best to be one step more careful. Like I said, okay, don't watch hentai, okay, hentai is considered child pornography. If you don't know, at least 9 years prison, 5 years prison, okay, even if they did something with that law and all that, okay. Most people in Germany don't care about that, okay. So you know the laws of the country you live in, okay. Know that people try to trick you as good as possible with their laws, with their, you know, companies, different companies, you know, with especially finances, okay. They try to trick you so you pay more, okay. They try to trick you so you don't get your you know, which is the summary of the money you pay to you know, to move into a new flat, for example, okay. You pay a certain amount, right, and missing the word, but you get that amount of money back, okay, if you move out, right. But what they usually do is, okay, especially if you have a person that is a lawyer, okay, he will try at least, okay, to not give you that money. Depends on the relationship, okay, that you have with the person, okay. Doesn't matter too much, but all these things are common in an evil time, okay. All these things are common in an evil time, okay, because sometimes doesn't matter how much you are into these laws and all that, okay, you will be tricked from above, okay. So again, if people come against us, so we are in prison right now, right? The reason is not because you don't know the law good enough, okay, but because they need something to come against us in the end soon. Doesn't matter what, if you understand, okay. But you can behave stupid and you can behave wise in these days. That is the main difference also, okay. Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding shall be the stability of our times, roughly paraphrasing, okay. That is the key verse. You see? Give you an example. I am allowed to stay here to make videos here with the Bible, okay? From the city, you know? Got that allowance from the city, right? Yeah. And I don't need to study the law of my country to know that you can't just stand everywhere and teach the Bible, right? You know? Then there came verse 18, again, and touched me one like the appearance of a man, and he strengthened me and said, O man greatly beloved, fear not, peace be unto thee. Yeah, and I studied law. I'm not a lawyer, but one of my you know, one of my school studies, you know, in the German school system, if you will, includes law questions and law, you know, yeah, basically one part of my school history includes, yeah, includes the law, okay, you know, the BGB, Bürgergesetzbuch, German Bürgergesetzbuch, and you know, just different laws in general, because if you look at the Bürgergesetzbuch, it's like a book that is as big as this, Okay, so really, this is what the lawyers have to study. Okay, 2 years. Okay, 6 so-called semester. Okay, and we were studying that in the school. Okay, you know, not a school, but you know, academy. Okay, because this was not a school, right? So of course, you know, of course, you wanna use things that you learned. Okay, if I wouldn't have studied, okay, the for example Bürgergesetzbuch, okay, then most likely I would not today use these things. Okay, it's just what it is. Let's be honest. Okay, so that is why you know, you don't want to look at ESAU. Okay, Edom is ESAU, our twin brother. You don't want to look at him just that way. You also want to look at him like this is his blessing, okay, his kingdom. And you don't want to, you know, you don't want to, be too much an asshole, okay? You don't want to be too much an asshole, because in the end, you know, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, you know, Yahushai said, okay, he prayed, okay, don't take them out of the world, okay? We're still here, we need to survive, you know, we need to do what is required of us to teach this truth against these people, okay, against these people. So we have to watch them in the face and teach them the Bible, preach to them the Bible, okay, how they go off and how they do good, okay, because, you know, they need to also learn it, okay, like, you know, we are still, of course, in this world. So verse 19 goes into, and said, O man, greatly beloved, fear not, peace hath spoken unto me. Be strong, yeah, be strong. And when he had spoken unto me, I was strengthened, and when he had spoken unto me, I was strengthened, and said, let my Lord speak, for thou hast strengthened me. Then said he, knowest thou wherefore I come unto thee? Yeah, and there are also Jake lawyers, okay? Even in the scriptures, there are Jake lawyers, okay? Good lawyers, maybe the best lawyers, okay? Is what I believe, but depends, okay? Depends, but I heartedly believe that Jake lawyers are the best lawyers, okay? But who knows, okay? Maybe he has most contacts, you know, relationships to, you know, upper people, and so he might win more cases and all that, you know, we know these things, okay? But look, all these inventions, you know, like the brother Jakob from the GMS Germany camp had that one picture with the inventions of so-called black men, okay? Look, we are those people, you know, we are those people who have these big ideas, who are talented. Look at the music industry, for example. Why is these elites using Jake? Not just to confuse Jake with Jake, but also because Jake has a lot of talent, okay? They're also talented, of course, knowledgeable, you know, heathens, of course, okay? Wouldn't make sense, okay? So let these people be what they are, man, okay? Heathens, just heathens, okay? And if we are around heathens, we have to a little bit behave like those heathens when it comes to moving in this world, okay? If you sell something at your work, you don't want to be the one who always has, you know, who needs to upper his sales the most because he always is the last, you know? I don't say have a job that you know, that goes into selling too much and your job depends on how much you sell. I don't know if that is a good idea, it depends, okay? So what I mean is just be wise. Yeah. And when he had spoken unto me, I was strengthened, and said, let my Lord speak, for thou hast strengthened me. Verse 20, then said he, knowest thou wherefore I come unto thee? And now will I return to fight with the prince of Persia, and when I am gone forth, lo, the prince of Grecia shall come. But I will shew thee that which is noted in the scripture of truth, and there is none that holdeth with me in these things but Michael your prince. Yeah, Michael is the prince.
Danke.
Michael ist Geschütz. Yeah, Michael is the prince of the angels, okay, the upper angel, if you will, okay, the chief angel or archangel. You know the scripture, like I found, like I can prove to you. Okay, the scripture says the word archangel in there. Okay, it gives you the word archangel. Okay, so the word archangel is not some hidden idea or something. Okay, actually, the translation from the Hebrew, from the Greek. Okay, from the Greek is archangel. Okay, archangel. Okay, so that word is. I can prove to you that the Prince Michael, okay, is the archangel, considered the archangel in the scriptures. Chapter 11. Also I in the first years Lachia of Darius the Mede, even I stood to confirm to strengthen him. Yeah, I don't know why they don't use their bell, okay, these people, okay, but it is because, you know, they have these mountain bikes, okay, so they don't have a bell, most of them, okay. I observed it, and most of them that don't have a bell, okay. So they have to scream, caution! Okay. And actually I could stand here, okay, with no problems, but they don't come so often, okay, and you know, it's just today that you have a lot of bikers, okay, like last time there was no biker, yeah, some, but you know. To confirm and to strengthen him. And now will I shew thee the truth, behold, there shall stand up yet 3 kings in Persia. Okay? And the fourth shall be far richer than they all, and by his strength through his riches he shall stir up all against the realm of Grisha. And a mighty king shall stand up that shall rule with great dominion. And to according to his will. And when he shall stand up, his kingdom shall be broken and shall be divided toward the 4 winds of heaven, and not his posterity, nor according to his dominion he shall which he ruled. For his kingdom shall be plucked up even for others beside those. And the king of the south shall be strong, and one of his princes, and he shall be strong above him, and have dominion. His dominion shall be great, a great dominion, and the end of years shall they shall join themselves together, for the king's daughter of the south shall come to the king of the north to make an agreement. Yeah, you know, let's see how far we come. But she shall not retain the power of the arm, neither shall he stand nor his arm, but he shall be given up. Yeah, Salakia, real quick. Okay, my nose is running. Real quick. I have to. Salakia. Salakia means forgive me, for those who don't know. Okay, it's the ancient Hebrew, the Lashon Kodash, the Holy Tongue, okay, the original Hebrew, the Paleo Hebrew, okay? It's not the modern 1948ers Hebrew. It has similarities, but it's not the same. Salakia, I'm back. and they that brought her, and he that begat her, and he that strengthened her in these times. But out of a branch of her roots shall one stand up in his estate, which shall come with an army, and shall enter into the fortress of the king of the north, and shall deal against them, and shall prevail, and shall also carry captives into Egypt their gods, with their princes, and with their precious vessels of silver and gold. And he shall continue more years than the king of the north. So the king of the south shall come into his kingdom, and shall return into his own land. But his sons shall be stirred up, and shall assemble a multitude of great forces, and one shall certainly come and overflow and pass through. Then shall he return and be stirred up even to his fortress, and the king of the south shall be moved with choler, and shall come forth to fight with him, even with the king of the north, and he shall set forth a great multitude, but the multitude shall be given into his hands. And when he had taken away the multitude, his heart shall be lifted up, and he shall cast down many 10,000, but he shall not be strengthened by it, for the king of the north shall return, and shall set forth a great multitude, greater than the former, and shall certainly come after certain years with a great army, and with much riches. And in those times there shall many stand up against the king of the south. Also the robbers of thy people shall exalt themselves to establish the vision, but they shall fall. So the king of the north shall come and cast up a mount, and take the most fenced cities, and the arms of the south shall not withstand, neither his chosen people, neither shall there be any strength to withstand. But he that cometh against him shall do according to his own will, and none shall stand before him. And he shall stand in the glorious land, which by his hand shall be consumed. And he shall also set his face to enter with the strength. Thus shall he do. Succor of his whole kingdom, and upright ones with him. Thus shall he do. And he shall give him the daughter of woman, corrupting her, but she shall not stand on his side, neither be for him. After this shall he turn his face unto the isles, and shall take many, but a prince for his own behalf shall cause the reproach offered by him to cease. Without his own reproach he shall cause it to turn upon him. Then he shall turn his face toward the fort of his own land, but he shall stumble and fall and not be found. Then shall stand up in his estate a raiser of taxes in the glory of the kingdom, but within few days he shall be destroyed, neither in anger nor in battle. And in his estate shall stand up a vile person, to whom they shall not give the honor of the kingdom, but he shall come in peaceably, and obtain the kingdom by flatteries. And with the arms of a flood shall... Yeah, it's very windy, man, Slovakia. Very windy. That's also why you will not understand me as well as last times, I believe. Yeah, and I will not make too long today. Verse 22, and with the arms of a flood shall they be overflown from before him, and shall be broken, yea, also the prince of the covenant, and after the league made with him. He shall work deceitfully, for he shall come up and shall become strong with a small people. Ist im Bild geworden. Jo, so. Flood shall they be overflown from before him, and shall be broken, yea, also the prince of the covenant. And after the league made with him, he shall work deceitfully, for he shall come up and shall become strong with a small people. He shall enter peaceably even upon the fattest places of the province, and he shall do that which his fathers have not done, nor his fathers' fathers. He shall scatter among them the prey and spoil and riches, yeah. And he shall forecast his devices against the strongholds, even for a time. Okay? And he shall forecast his devices against the strong holds even for a time, and he shall stir up his power and his courage against the king of the south with a great army. And the king of the south shall be stirred up to battle with a very great and mighty army, but he shall not stand, for they shall forecast devices against him. Yea, they that feed of the portion of his meat shall destroy him, and his army shall overflow of many, and many shall fall, down slain. And both these kings' hearts shall be to this mischief, and they shall speak lies at one table, but it shall not prosper. Yeah, lies will never prosper, of course. Okay, so that is what ESAU, EDUM, Edom is ESAU, not understands, that this kingdom is built on lies, and he really believes that lies, he can continue this kingdom with this lies and corruption forever, but just a normal thinking person would know, every logical thinking person, you don't need to even be in the faith to know that, that if you build something on lies and corruption, it will in itself, it will be destroyed in the end from inside out, It's like just here in Germany you had the, what is it called, the DDR, 1989. It was basically done away with, the big, even the big wall, so you can understand, was done away with in Germany, the big wall, the DDR wall, and this DDR thing was killed from inside basically, killed from inside out, and it was not needed to fight it, because it was destroyed by itself basically, if you understand, and also the Stasi, so-called, with their stalking tactics and these things, they was studying people, right? But they had so much studies on one person, there was not even enough personal, to look into all these look into all these informations, There was not enough people, but they had everything perfect, this person does that at that day, this person goes there on that day, this person has that relationship to that person in that day, to that extent, So these people sooner or later will see, that the lies, murder, what they built this kingdom on, cannot continue in themselves, because it's not stable. Only something with substance, substance. Only something built on something, some truth can stay for longer, You see, because sooner or later, even Germany, I don't know how it all works out for Germany, but sooner or later, even Germany will not stand with Ukraine anymore, because what? Because it was not really with, from the beginning, it was not planned, to be to the full extent with Ukraine, 100%. If there was no 100% at the beginning, how will Germany be all the way with Ukraine until the end of the last end? It's not possible. Just like the same Satan against Satan, or those who fell from the truth. They was not where us from the beginning. These are principalities, I believe. It's the same. It's a different story, but the same principle thing. If you build something, half extent basically. Like, why is America not with Ukraine to the full extent anymore, so to speak? Because really they somewhat are still. Because it was not planned from the beginning like that. It was not like that from the beginning. So those who will win will always be those who endure to the end. So Putin will win in the end. Okay, that's prophecy. Okay, Putin will win in the end. Sag ja, win in the end. Why? Because he is 100% behind what he is doing. You see? That is the key. That is the key. He knows that these Western countries don't, you know, they want to make it seem as if they 100% help in Ukraine, but really, how is it possible? It's not possible. Okay, you are not Ukraine. Okay, you are not Ukraine. You are not the history of Ukraine. Okay, basically you putting your nose in different people's businesses, and that's not a good thing. The Bible always shows us. Okay, so you know, it's just, again, you don't need to be in the faith to know these simple things. Okay, even. Yeah, basically, you know, Ukraine, okay, the Ukrainians, you know, and the Russians, you know, America, Babylon the Great Whore. It shows you something. It shows you something. If you're not really behind what you do, then you will not endure to the end with what you do. Germany can't be with Ukraine all to the end, because it's not Ukraine, it's Germany. Okay? Just an example, you know, it's also, I believe, not the best example, but I believe it shows us something. Okay? In the end, every country wants to survive basically. Okay? And if it's you know, if it's needed, then on its own. Okay? This is what it is, man. Okay? But of course you have the beast, you know, the NATO, you know, the dragon. Okay? So there are different groups, but you know, why is it that Putin in the end will win? China in the end will win. Okay, because the weak says I'm strong. Roughly paraphrasing. Okay, it's not like back then anymore. Okay, even Japan has nuclear possibilities right now, or can defend itself. Okay, let the weak say I'm strong. Okay, even Japan, man. Okay, so why is it that we see these things? Okay, because it's prophecy, man. Okay, in the end, Satan is divided against Satan. So this dragon, even as big as he is, like we was reading, okay, in the book of Daniel, okay, these heathen nations don't want you anymore. Okay, you're Satanist people out there. Okay, you are not hidden. You are not hidden. Okay, because nobody can hide. Nobody can hide in these last days. Every darkness will be brought unto light. Okay, even if it's good. So let that sink. Let that sink in your mind, man. Even the good things will be revealed. So how much more the bad things? Okay, even your good words that you say in your life will be calculated, if you will. Okay, how righteous you are, basically. Okay, but in the end, it's you know, we are saved to mercy when it comes to us. Okay, the hopefully elect. Okay, but even our sayings, you know, the scripture talks about that death and life is in the might of the tongue. Okay, but even the good things that we say. Okay, so yeah. Verse 25, and he shall stir up his power and his courage against the king of the south with a great army, and the king of the south shall be stirred up to battle with a very great and mighty army, but he shall not stand, for they shall forecast devices against him. Yea, they that feed of the portion of his meat shall destroy him, and his army shall overflow, and many shall fall down slain. And both these kings' hearts shall be to do mischief, and they shall speak lies at one table, but it shall not prosper, for yet the end shall be at the time appointed. Then shall he return into his land with a but it shall not prosper, for yet the end shall be at the time appointed. Yeah, the end of this last kingdom, okay, at a time appointed. Okay? Okay, for example. Then shall he return into his land with great riches, and his heart shall be against the holy covenant, and he shall do exploits and return to his own land. At the time appointed he shall return and come toward the south, but it shall not be as the former or as the latter. For the ships of Kittim shall come against him, therefore he shall be grieved and return and have indignation against the holy covenant. So shall he do, he shall even return and have intelligence, okay, with them that forsake the holy covenant. Yeah, like the beloved elder Apostle Gabar said, the word demon, basically demonic, has to do with intelligence, okay? For the ships of Kittim, yeah, holy covenant. Verse 31, and arms shall stand on his part, and they shall pollute the sanctuary of strength, okay, and shall take away the daily sacrifice, okay, and they shall place the abomination that make it desolate. And such as do wickedly against the covenant shall he corrupt by flatteries, but the people that do know their God shall be strong and do exploits. And they that understand among the people shall instruct many. Khan, okay? So we instruct many, of course, okay? And, I'm the least, but the elders and apostles, of course, starting with them. Then different brothers, bishops, elders, and then, the brothers doing lessons, okay? Also the young brothers starting doing lessons. I don't know if this brother is still on the internet, but there was a Jake as young as, I believe, he was not maybe even 15 or something doing videos, okay? Well, so long ago, I don't even remember that channel anymore, or where this brother is today, okay? And also if he, for example, let's be honest, if he does a break, he's young, okay? So don't let anybody accuse him, maybe, okay? So Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is the judge in the end, okay? If I would think back when I was 15, man, okay, you need to be really have to have a stable mind with 15 to do videos, okay, for example, okay? There's no saying you have to start with 15. So all these things, who are you to judge, okay? So who knows if this dude makes videos, this Jake does videos today, okay, but even if he isn't doing it, okay, now he is maybe 20 and he is doing it again, I'm not the judge, man, okay, if it did a 5 years break, but of course I know the scriptures, okay, those who fall away, but he is 15, okay, so I'm not the judge, okay. And again, I don't know where you find this brother today, okay? Um, Yeah, because also I have standards, of course, you know. Somebody would maybe argue, oh, you don't have standards. Why you don't say, oh, he has to be one of those fallouts, he did 5 years break, even when he's 15. I have standards, but these are things, you know, that it takes a lot knowledge, wisdom and understanding, okay, to judge such heavy things, man. Okay, you actually calling somebody a fallout, man. Okay, even when he received the mercy of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, this truth at one point, okay. But like I said, I know the verses. You could argue like that if I wouldn't know the verses, okay? Like you put Yahushua on the cross again, right? You making him, you know, you're putting him on open shame. I know these verses, okay? But it's a thing, you know. If nobody asks me, okay, why should I be the judge if there's not even somebody asking me? Okay, so why would I make claims with my mouth? Okay, I just told you, okay, death and life is in the head and the power of the tongue. Okay, so if there's nobody asking me, why should I even come with judgment on these things? Okay, it's not needed. I'm not needed in this situation, in this matter, I mean. Okay, I had that situation in my life. Okay, there was somebody from Germany doing a break, and I don't say a name here, but he did a break for I believe 2 years. Okay, and I have proof for that, and he even admitted it. Okay, yeah, but now he is smoking weed. Okay, the official order from the elders and apostles is, okay, not to smoke weed, even if it's legal here in Germany at the moment. And the scripture says, go by the law of your country. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so he asked me even, I don't know what he asked me, but I had to say something, and what I was writing is that I showed him the verses, and I just said, oh, I just said, like, I don't know if it helps you, okay, because these verses are there, okay, but I have nothing against you, basically, you know. Maybe I have to change that from forgiving you into nothing against you, but still at the moment I have something against him, okay, because of that weed thing, because we have to go by the elders and apostles. So that's the standard that I have, and I believe I will delete the comments on this video right now after camp, because I believe if I go on his channel, what I don't do, he is still smoking weed, I don't care. Okay, I told him smoking weed is not from the elders and apostles, and you know, this is my standard, man. This is my standard, that if the doctrine of the elders and apostles of Great Millstone is my standard, okay, not judging matters that I don't have, that I not have to have my nose in it, man, and I don't even know 100% what really the case is, the full story, basically, okay. So I delete that whole comment section right there, or I just change it. I changed that forgiving you. Yeah, because I can forgive. Yeah, I can forgive him. You know, but I don't know if it helps him. But because he was falling out, and if he comes back doing videos but smoking weed, even in his video, okay, he does it basically openly putting the elders and apostles to shame. Then I don't know, man. Okay, but I have to do something against it. Okay, this is not a good. You know, this is not in order, okay, and I told him that in the comments, because he was coming on my comment board, okay, not the other way around, and at the first I was even blocking him, okay, And brothers from Germany know him, and I don't even want to come with any questions about how to deal with this dude to anybody. Okay? Yeah, man. And maybe it's even a good idea to block that whole channel, because yeah, you know, he can still watch my videos. Okay, if you block somebody, he can still watch your videos. Okay, so really it doesn't matter so much if I block him or not. Okay, because I can also block his comments. Okay, yeah, you know, but I don't want to leave that how it is at the moment. Okay. So this is all an unnecessary time to deal with. Okay. Okay, unnecessary time. Okay, this really pisses me off, man. Okay, because the doctrine of the elders and apostles of Great Millstone is my standard. Okay, this is my standard. So if somebody comes with something that is not in the doctrine, you know, then it's not the standard that I have. Okay. Yeah, it's corruption basically. And the king shall do according to his will, and he shall exalt himself and magnify himself above every god, and shall speak marvelous things against the God of gods, and shall prosper till the indignation be accomplished. For that is determined shall be done. Neither shall he regard the God of his fathers, nor the desire of woman, nor regard any God, for he shall magnify himself above all. Yeah, and I asked him also, he was not in prison, he could do videos possibly. Okay? Everybody has a mobile phone, so he could do camp. Okay? He could do videos. Okay? So it's not, you know, so I have to prove. Because I don't do jokes when it's about the Lord's work. I don't do jokes about that. This is not some light thing with me. Okay. Okay. So he had the choice. Okay. Okay, but again, in the end, it's all about mercy. So I was showing mercy, even when I was really not questions in this case. But he is using that mercy to be even more demonic. Okay, so now he's smoking that weed, coming back doing videos while you're smoking weed. Like what? Okay. So really, I'm not. So Scripture talks peace with man as long as it is on you. So I don't care, man. He can do what he wants, man. Okay, who cares? Who cares? Okay, I don't. You know, there's nothing. You know, nothing that I lose. Okay, when he does his video smoking weed, but I don't want to have some, especially not around people around that smoke weed, man, which is against the doctrine. Okay, the doctrine which I received. Okay. And again, it's legal here in this country. As 1 year or so already. Okay, to a certain amount. Okay, of course you can't have, okay, a room full of Mary Jane in your home. Okay, with THC. Okay, that's not the case. Okay. Yeah, but many people do that here in Germany. Okay. Just with the hentai, as I told you. Okay, many people do that. Okay, because they really don't care.
Here, sit up.
but you wanna be an example. You wanna be an example, okay? Yeah, like I said, that's why I don't watch hentai. I have no reason to do that, okay? Neither shall he regard the God of his fathers, nor the desire of woman, nor regard any God, for he shall magnify himself above all. But in his estate shall he honor the God of forces, and a God whom his fathers knew not shall he honor with gold and silver and with precious stones and pleasant things. Thus shall he do in the most strongholds. With a strange God, whom he shall acknowledge and increase with glory, and he shall cause them to rule over many, and shall divide the land for gain. And at the time of the end shall the king of the south push at him, and the king of the north shall come against him like a whirlwind with chariots and with horsemen and with many ships, and he shall enter into the countries. Okay, and also I maybe want to smoke weed, but I know from the elders and apostles that it's not allowed to smoke weed. Okay? So I maybe desire to smoke weed, but do I smoke weed now? No. The answer is like is no. Okay? So nobody can accuse me for smoking weed because I don't smoke weed. Okay, I hope that's, it's that simple. Okay, it's that simple. So you don't want to let Satan accuse you for anything. Okay, so don't do it. And the king of the north shall come against him like a whirlwind with chariots and with horsemen and with many ships. Yeah. Verse 41, he shall enter also into the glorious land, and many countries shall be overthrown, but these shall escape. Yeah, because, if you look at weed, okay, Mary Jane, for some people, it helps them with their sickness even, I believe that, okay? It's just, if you will, but the THC thing in it makes you high, right? So that's the spiritual wow, okay? So what is it now that these people really want to do? Okay, especially if they come with that THC stuff. They just want to be high. Let's be honest. And yeah, man. Like I said, there's a reason why the elders and apostles say, don't smoke weed. Okay, so you just go with that, okay? It is what it is, okay? It's what I believe, okay? It's my standard. Whatever the elders and apostles say, okay, not that I do my own studies, that's not the case, okay? But what they say is the official order, okay? This is verse 24, like I was reading, okay? You shall enter also into the glorious land, and many countries, okay, shall be overthrown, but these shall escape. Out of his hand, even Edom and Moab, okay, Edom, and the chief of the children of Ammon, okay, which Moab is Chinese and Ammon is Japanese. Yeah, there was enough space, kind of like, and I even saw him, but he wanted to warn me, so I don't run into him. Okay, next time I will maybe it will not be as much wind, so I don't need to be in the way. So yeah, which I go outside of the way, so it's not a problem. Okay. Yeah, that's a problem with these electric cars, man. You don't hear them. Some of them come so fast you don't even hear them. Also, okay, these electric cars, you don't hear them. Okay, but they're just there and you going over the street. So watch if you go over the street, okay? I just give you that tip. Okay, but sometimes, you know, that's what I said, man. Sometimes you might think, hey, that would be my last day if I wouldn't be a little bit more careful, okay? If I wouldn't have been a little bit careful what I was, okay, then that had the, you know, that day was dangerous. Let me say it like that. You know, sometimes you, I don't know, you know, but you're driving with your car, right? And you know, there's some dangerous scenario, right? That happens, okay? It just happens. So in these days, we have to be careful, okay? Just say it like that. Yeah. He shall stretch forth his hand also upon the countries, and the land of Egypt shall not escape. Verse 42. Well, verse 43. But he shall have power over the treasures of gold and of silver, and over all the precious things of Egypt. And the Libyans and the Ethiopians shall be at his steps. But tidings out of the east and out of the north shall trouble him. Therefore he shall go forth with great fury to destroy and utterly to make away many, and he shall plant the tabernacles of his palace between the seas in the glorious holy mountain. Yet he shall come to his end, and none shall help him. Yeah, then we are chapter 12, and we will read chapter 12 next time. Shalom, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Okay, which shalom means peace in the ancient Hebrew. Okay. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Okay, don't let your tribulation make you bitter in these last days. Shalom. Don't let your tribulation make you bitter in these last days.